Hello and welcome everyone, my name is Jarl of Goats, and today we're going to be playing us some CK2. Now I decided to take a break from the series even though I love this game because I was reviewing Monks and Mystics and deciding if I wanted to start a new game. Unfortunately my save would not convert over to the new DLC. I don't know if that's a problem or if it's planned, but here we go. Now, the way that I'm going to play Monks and Mystics, and in case you haven't seen my series before, is that I roleplay my characters. The decisions my characters make are based on the kinds of men that they are. So if they are a tyrant, I will be ruling like a tyrant. If they're a humble man, I will be ruling as a humble man. That being said, I will not be participating in the Monks and Mystics DLC factions unless my guy is devout, or it would make sense that he'd be pious enough in order to join one of these factions. So if my piety starts skyrocketing through the roof, I'll consider it. I just didn't want to start right off the bat. And here's our guy right here, Count Edwin of Perfidlad. The lad. That's this little county right here. So, that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at our character. Our character is very scholarly. He's an erudite, so +2 learning, church opinion +5 already. That's a step in the right direction, but he's greedy. Very, very greedy. He is diligent, which is good. That's going to help a lot with his stats. He's envious. Ooh, very jealous of other people, and he's an intricate webweaver. So he probably got to his place of power scheming and plotting and doing things of the sort. This is our liege. He's King Bledwin of Powys, which is right here. He controls this entire area. If I click on the council, my liege's council is what I wanted. And I don't know how to check that, unfortunately, which is very stupid. Here we go. I'm just a count, and I'm the chancellor. Oh my, the chancellor. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but chancellor relies a lot on, our diplomacy. And if you look at my character, he's not a very diplomatic character, and his wife and people certainly didn't help him with that. But you know what? It's fun. We're going to go through this. I do have some family here. I've got 2 boys. He's my son right here. He's the heir to the county. And then the steward of my kingdom is my other son. Let's find out. Our son who's heir is a 16511-3. Oh my. Well, he's not good enough to be our spy master, sadly. So I can't exactly give him a spot. These are powerful vassals, so I might not be able to get rid of them on the council, but his learning is 12. This guy's learning is 19, but his stewardship is 10, and his diplo is 10, so we can actually swap these guys around, I think, and still make everybody happy. So let's change his position. I had something else in mind. He's going to be my court chaplain. They're going to swap places. Idle council members, yes. So you're going to hunt for heretics. And, you know what? I really just need you to... You know what? I think I'm going to have him just improve diplomatic relations with my vassals. I want them all to be happy, and I need friends, because my son is going to need them to move up, and there's going to be a state of disorder when he does. It makes sense that you're the marshal with 10. That kind of sucks, but, you know, whatever. Here we go. Our steward has an 11, and that is my son. I don't want to change that, but let's take a look at some of his stats, and that is honestly the best that he's going to be able to do. So far, my council is not the greatest. Always recruit a court chaplain right off the bat. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. So there we go right there. Everything's going according to plan. My heir is unmarried, so let's arrange a marriage. It would probably be really valuable for him to, Apulia, for him to marry somebody. Oh, yes, there we go. Apulia. So down in southern Italy, I don't know if I want land that far away. So let's go back to our son here. Click on the marriage tool. A lot of these people, I mean, she's got fantastic stats. So we need to make sure that we are actually doing well on recruiting the right people to reinforce his terrible stats. How did I have sons with such garbage? Alright, so let's think about this real quick. I don't really like any of these. Lombard, we already know where that is. She holds a lot of titles, though. Capua. Very nice. He's got 11 for intrigue, so we don't really need somebody to help us with our intrigue. His stewardship is a 1. He needs help with diplomacy. So let's see if we can find somebody. She's Welsh, but she's a courtier. It would be really nice. She's craven. She's wroth. I'm not really interested in her, per se. Courtier, and this might make our lord happier with us. She's deceitful, charitable, patient, lustful. She might actually bring us some very nice babies. Ooh, this stewardship is nice. We're gonna need that. Opinion of Edwin's pretty low. But that's me. That doesn't matter. Ew, she's got a hair lip. No way. I'm not. I think that honestly, my son would have a problem with that. Yeah, let's take a look at this. Here's a very wonderful person. Kind, chaste. Oh, that's gonna suck when we're trying to bring a boy into the world. We need an heir. We need an heir. She's German, and she's got claims to Saxony. I love Saxony. She's a misguided warrior, stubborn, just, temperate, charitable. You know, Hedwig, I think you would make a good... Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. 11 prestige for marrying into the house, and 100 for marrying to the relative of a duke. And the Duke of Saxony. That could be good for us if we can if he was matrilineal. But I doubt he is. So, there we go. Unmarried heir, we're going to just disable that alert. Pick an ambition. You know what? Before we pick an ambition, given how our character is envious and greedy, I think he's going to go with a business focus because he likes money and he's very envious and ambitious. I don't think he's worried about family. I really don't think he's too worried about seduction or the learning. He's already a learned man, so it's between greed or his learning. But I don't think he would go into learning. I think he'd definitely choose greed. He's a greedy man. And that being said, since he's greedy, he's going to want to build a war chest. He wants money. Oh no, he is envious and greedy, so I think he wants a title. Yes. He wants more land, and he wants a title. All of our other people here are doing good. He's organizing the armies. He's reducing maintenance cost of our retinue, but we don't currently have a retinue. What I might have him do is just research military tech. Well, levy size is nice. Let's do levy size. For the steward... He is improving the size of my dements. I really don't need that right now. I think he's going to collect taxes. Because we're greedy. We want money. Our spy master is uncovering plots and discouraging vassals from associating with factions. I honestly think that my guy is not too paranoid. But he definitely wants some sort of... You know what? He's probably going to have him sabotage a province once we get one in mind, but this is fine. Oh, no. I didn't mean for you to not do that. I meant for you to do that. That was stupid. Here's our laws. It's agnatic, cognatic, gavelkind, which means either man or woman. That's what agnatic, cognatic stands for. And the gavelkind here basically... It's going to split between everybody, which I don't think he's too worried about at the moment because he only has one county. So both sons will inherit if he takes the second county here, but he's going to have to work hard to fabricate claims and honestly probably replace his chaplain at some point, because there's got to be better people for it. Yeah, like, I mean, we've got some better people. A 12 is a 12 is a 12, you know what I mean? But we'll go ahead and just play the game. Special minor titles. The designated regent is going to go to my son. Right here. Because he loves his son. No court physician quite yet. We're going to save these for people who don't like us too much. I know that I could just give them now, but I'd rather not. I don't want to auto-assign commanders, by the way, because that's really obnoxious. Pragmatist. Okay. So I have a council that is not willing to fight for justice or law. But my liege's council, here's the button I was looking for. We've got a zealot who's the steward, a court chaplain. I kind of want to be the spy master. And I'm a better spy master. So I wonder if I could... No. Alright, well, I can't do anything with that. Special titles, I'll leave that up here so that I could focus. And we're going to hit the play game. Now, I'm going to run the game at 3 ticks. King Bledwin of Paus has made the Duchy of Gedwin his primary title. Ah, crap. My dear Count, I've learned that there are certain factions within the realm working to undermine my rule. If you are involved or planning to become so, I trust complicitly that these matters end now. Given that he just took Gwynedd, I don't think he's going to work against the king. I think he wants to brown nose to the king as much as humanly possible. He's an envious man, but he is going to wait his turn. Hedwig and Tudor are getting married. We can collect a royal aid duty to pay for the ceremonies. Oh, I'm greedy. I'm greedy. I don't care about the prestige. Give me the friggin' money. Yeah. We need this to work. We need a good, healthy chest. I've decided to institute the law of levy, shift, and noble obligations law. All that is needed for the support. Now, if we go to the laws here, obligations. The levy shifted noble. So we go over to where the levies are. So you see right here, noble obligations law. So this is the nobles, and he's shifting the noble obligation laws to right here. Levy shifted noble obligations. This law governs how much tax and levies the gentry in the realm are obliged to contribute. The gentry tend to favor paying taxes over making troops available for the liege. So he is actually shifting to a point to where he wants more levy. That sucks, because that means less troops for me. I really want to get on his good side. And I want money. I'm greedy, so I'm going to approve. A while after you spread the word that you are seeking the employ of a court physician, one of the priests from Laneley arrived at your court. The cynical priest introduces himself as Berthgwyn the monk and expressed a wish to serve you, although seen as this individual is shunned by the rest of the priests, the religious authorities are unlikely to approve. Well, let's take a look at you. 16 learning. Renowned physician, mastermind theologian. He's a mystic and he's a monk. He's patient, he's charitable, he is deceitful, and he's cynical. He also has a pretty decent combat modifier. You know what? My guy is not religious. Let's go over these real quick. He's greedy, diligent, envious, he's an erudite, and he's an intricate webweaver. He does not give one fat fanny about the church. So, yeah, join my court. So now, as the game ticks on, if we look at our little decision tree, which is... Where is the decision tree? Intrigue, right here. We don't have to recruit a court physician, because if we look at the minor titles, there he is right there. So we're good to go. At some point, I might even make him my court physician, or my court chaplain, but the church doesn't like him too much, and I don't blame him. I can see why they don't like him. We're making money decently enough. He's got both of these areas right here. Our liege has a military of 2,500 men because he's siphoning us dry. He's a seduction focus and he wants to build a war chest. He's lustful, kind, temperate, gregarious, overall a good man. But the power, the taste of power on the lips of my soldier has really tainted his mind. In his opinion, he's got to go. The king has got to go. So he might have to sow some dissent later on. But right now he needs to make sure he builds a stable realm for his son. We might even try to stake claim on Gwent. Title claimant. I need to cast this belly. King Bledwin of Gwent has formed an alliance with Earl of Dublin. Excellent. So the Earl of Dublin's over here. Which makes sense, you know, by the waterway. We share the Irish Sea, so it would make sense that we are in an alliance. I do like that. How's this guy doing? 1.5. Titles, Petty Kingdom, County of Defraid. Oh, wow. Okay, I bet you... what is the de jure of that? Oh, my. Okay. How many troops do you have? Count Caradog. 'Tis a woman! I'm kidding. 1.5. That's a pretty fair fight. If I take this right here, this king's going to be quite upset with me. But I think that's the move. I think since I want more territory, I don't want to piss my king off. Maybe I could go and stir shit up with Girly Boy over here. And his wife, he does have an heir. He does have a healing focus, or a healing ability with his hunting focus, so he's not going to get sick as easily. The court chaplain, Bishop Sindilou of Lanaloo, has been discovered charging money for various religious favors, putting the gold in his own pocket. I'm a greedy and envious man. But I don't think he would side with him. I think he would punish the man. Intolerable abuse of office. He's no longer court chaplain. I have an open seat. There we go. In my realm, the best person that I have is my court physician here. But he is a mastermind theologian. Yes, I might actually make him... But he is a liar. This guy's gregarious, diligent, paranoid, patient, scholarly theologian. You know what? We are going to grant you the title. Thank you, Bishop. You are not only my bishop, but you are also my court physician. Lovely. You've been presented with an opportunity to let everyone be reminded of your rulership. If you wish to mint new coins for your realm, there is a master of the craft that you can hire. Not only will the mintage be exquisite, it will be adorned with a glorious portrait of you. My man is a greedy man. He might. And he's envious. Oh, you know what? He's envious, so he might mint the coins for glory. He does need the prestige. Alright, mint the coins for glory. It will give us a budget deficit, which will only fuel his greediness. He's not going to fraud the coins. He wants to be recognized. He wants men to understand that he is a diligent man and he deserves the respect that he has earned. Now, plot power increase. If I were to kill you now, my chances of it are 52.5%. Then your heir would take over. He's betrothed to the Princess of Aragon? Oh, no, 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 no. That could be a problem. killing him might not be the best idea. A daughter was born to this guy. Why should I care? Because he is my courtier. Congratulations. Oh, great. My court is at least pleased with me. There's no negatives. Let's organize them by opinion. Oh, okay. I think he likes me more than most people, which is good. He is a slothful man, though. Greedy, tough soldier, and kind. He's a kind, greedy man. That's okay with me. We really need to get this moving. My chancellor is just terrible. If he fabricated claims, it'd only be 4.05%. And there's really no one that's any better. If I go searching here, I mean a 13, but come on, that's not that good. Mayor Sylph approaches you and presents a request to buy a small plot of your land. It's a hard decision to take since he promises to pay well. Well, I do need the gold. Oh, that means less taxes? There's not enough gold in your pockets to buy my land. That means less power, too. I will sit at a deficit. To the clever scholar Edwin, peace be with you. This is from our liege, who is my brother-in-law. Please support me by voting with me in the council. If you agree to do with me, I will henceforth... Oh, a favor from the king! Yes, of course I'll support you. Grant me a favor. I like this. With my help, he has done the, late feudal administration law. Late feudal lords realize the importance of keeping the inheritance together to facilitate the dynasties. Okay. Ooh, additional succession laws. And vassals who refuse liege interference in wars are seen as traitors. Okay. He might stop me in my wars, but... Oh, I was returning a favor to him. Okay. I owed him a favor. Well, that makes sense. I don't like owing people anything. It was my chance to shine. I don't really have a military to speak of, so I don't think he'd care too much. Otherwise, he could raise some retinues later on. Here's our technology where it's at. We're almost up there in military technology, which is phenomenal for us. And as far as laws go, everything's looking good. You know, this guy is well on his way to become something great. Oh, hello, something else. There's a group of carpenters that are working together more and more, as well as taking on apprentices. This is a situation that cannot be ignored. So you either need to approve this carpenters guild to ensure you have a good reputation among the skilled workers, or you could outlaw them to make sure that they're not an impediment on local market structure. I will... You know what? I'm going to go ahead and support the carpenters. Ever since your pursuit of wealth began, and you started keeping a close eye on both income and expenses, your coffers seem to be fuller more often than not. +1 stewardship, that's the kind of event I was looking for. We are now at a whopping 4. But our state stewardship's at 20, so it's climbing. A farmer told me how his boar managed to break into his neighbor's hoggery, and the result was 7 small piglets. Now his neighbor demands compensation he can't afford, yet they need me to tell them what to do. Well, you should pay your neighbor. You should pay your neighbor. I'm sorry that you can't afford it, but, you know, they can't afford the upkeep of more piglets, and I don't want to spend any money. Although he's greedy, he might go keep 1 piglet each, the rest belong to me. Now his neighbor demanded compensation he can't afford. Fine, keep 1 piglet each, the rest belong to me. The realm is coming together, my friends. It is coming together. Let's see what else we can do. We're traveling along here at 3 speed. I could probably go higher in a little bit, but Not too worried about it. Oh, being a council member is a powerful, almost intimidating feeling. The authority, the impact on your decisions across the realm. Inside the circle of trust so close to this unreal amount of money, one wonders if some of the gold were to disappear, would anyone notice? Oh my goodness. He's envious and greedy. He's not just... I think he's gonna do it. You know, he thinks he's gonna get away with it, so he's pocketed some money for himself. He is brown-nosing his liege, though. Which is a factor. That is a factor that I do need to consider. Ah, Glamorgan, you will be mine. You know, what could it hurt to fabricate claims on this nation? It couldn't hurt, right? One child lacks a focus. I am not his parent, though, am I? Ah! He's my nephew. Or my grandson. My nephew. Wow, YouTube, ignore that. He has abdominal pain. He's got the flu. I know you have the flu, my boy. But we need money. Just the other day, skulking as I often do, I caught King Bledwin of Gwynedd and my daughter-in-law Hedwig in flagrant. They didn't notice me, but I'm still in shock. She is a married woman, by God. In fact, she's married to my son! You know, I could blackmail him. I think that's definitely an option. But he wants power. However, I think we should expose it. Expose the adultery! Let's see what happens with that. I'm kind of curious. So, we shall see. Everything else looks pretty good. The realm's prospering, it seems. I'm getting money anyway, which is a good thing. But that could be because of the fact that I am still the business focus to give me those events. So, that's not good. But at any rate, here's where I sit now. My plans to take over the whole of England starts with Wales. And I thank you all for joining me. I know that we didn't get too much... Oh, hello. The coffers are left open and unattended again. Surely this is King Bedwin's way of telling me that a small bonus is in order. He knows the other counselors would object to it if it were mentioned in their presence. You know what? It's not... I don't think I would steal from him again. I want to look holier than thou. He is screwed up. He is committed an affair, and he will pay. King Bledwin of Gwynedd has formed an alliance with Earl Domnall of... Oh, okay, right next to Durlin. Okay, that makes sense. Again, the Irish Sea. He's formed an alliance with King... Oh, Mumu is down here, I believe. This is Mumu. So, we're getting our Irish alliances up, which is nice. I don't think my character cares anything about the popes. Or the cardinals. King Bledwin, okay, has formed an alliance with King Galicia. What is going on? He's planning something. Intriguingly enough, my character might take a step back to see what is going on with the Liege Lord. But that being said, I thank you all for joining. I know I didn't get too much in the Monks and Mystics. I'll go over that a little more in episode 2, and I'll explain the treasury aspect of this entire game. We will explore the societies and the cultures, so that I can explain to you why my character has not chosen to join any of these factions quite yet. However, my son is a shy, cruel, just, deceitful, lustful, detached priest son of a bee. I'm really thinking that he might actually be part of Lucifer's own. So as soon as my ruler dies, I really do see my son becoming a member of the cult of Lucifer. And that is going to be a really, really fun trip. So if that's what you want to see, please remember, hit that like and subscribe. The likes help out so much. It helps us with searches. It helps the YouTubers, you know, get out there. It helps our support. And it's so easy for you to do as a viewer. Just hit the like button. I've got 112 subscribers, so I'd like to see 20 likes on this video. I think that 20% of my viewership would be plenty to show a surge in support and possibly get me up in some searches. But as always, I want to thank the community. I love you guys. I love doing this for you. Even though we're starting small, I really think that the community interactions that I have is just fantastic. And if you guys want to play a game, hit me up, let me know, and turn on that little notifications for my channel so you could see when some of the videos that you're in might show up. Again, this is Jarl of Goats. Thank you very much for joining me in my Crusader Kings II campaign as we play Edwin of Perfid. I can't say it. I'm just going to say Perfid. It's going to be Perfid. That's it. Thank you, and goodbye.